Hi there, I'm Chris Luck, founder of Alphapreneur.com, the social network for entrepreneurs. And today's live stream is all about how one individual made $74,484 this month by blogging with affiliate links. But most importantly, he blogged with affiliate links and made that kind of money without spending any money on advertising. Zero. Now, that's really important to understand with blogging, because those of you that might be interested in blogging, you might think that you have to spend money on advertising to be seen, and that is not the case. So not only can you make money in today's day and age blogging, but you can make a lot of money blogging and actually not even having your own product or service to actually make money with. So again, today is going to be really fun, and it's going to be all about blogging, and I have a whole full-blown agenda for you today. So for today's agenda, we're going to talk about who today's talk is for. We're going to talk about the person that made $74,484 blogging this month. We're going to go behind the scenes and look at his numbers that made it all possible. We're going to see where he got his traffic from, and it's not paid ads. You're going to see how you can clone his success in any industry, and we're going to have some live Q&A about today's talk. Now, if you are new to the Alphapreneur live streams on YouTube, the way this works is that if you're live, the live chat is enabled. So there's a lot of live chat going on right now. And just to kind of pull up, for those of you that are here in live chat, if you just want to say where you're from, then I will pull you up on the screen. So that way people that are watching the replay of this, they can see how active the chat is. And that's what's great about coming to these live streams is, which by the way, if you're not subscribed to the channel on our YouTube channel, go ahead and click the subscribe button now and then turn on notifications so you get notified on any device that you're on whenever we go live here on the Alphapreneur YouTube channel, because we go live Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Central, and then we're always talking about new strategies and tips and tricks that you can use to actually start a business and grow a business and really become a successful Alphapreneur, which is the top 1% of entrepreneurs. So again, subscribe to our channel. If you have not done so already, I would really appreciate it. And then just a big shout out for those that are here live. I want to give a big shout out to Magnus from Sweden. We have Blanche from New Zealand. We have Quote from Stamford, Connecticut. We have Jamie from Maine. We've got David Stafford Jones from Barbados. We've got Liz from Dallas. We've got David from Las Vegas. We've got Daily Startup Fix from England. We have Telly from the UK. Alexandra from Delaware. We have Sue Doc Ross from Coronado, California. Lauren from Columbus, Georgia. Liz says, "Hey, Magnus." Mackie, I'm going through the chat, the live chat right now. I'm pulling up some on the screen. We have China from Round Rock, Texas. We have Thomas saying, "Good morning, Alphapreneurs," from sunny Dallas, Texas. We've got David from Bloomingdale, Illinois. We've got Kevin from Sacramento, Marvin from Alabama. So coming in from all over the world, which is truly incredible. So if you are watching the replay of this, make sure that you come back and come to one of our live streams so you can participate in the live chat, especially when we get to the live Q&A, because that's where we have a lot of fun. Now, who today's talk is for? Let's just go ahead and just get right into it. So who today's talk is for you. If you want to maybe make some extra income on the side, maybe you want to work from home, you want to make some money online, you've got other things going on. Maybe you're a full-time job or a part-time job. Maybe you're furloughed, maybe you're laid off. Whatever the case may be, you just want to make some extra money. That's who today's talk is for, because I'm going to show you and break down how one person has a blog that, again, is making $74,484 blogging, and that's how much he made this month. And that is by blogging and just promoting affiliate links. And if you're not familiar with affiliate links is if you don't have a product or service that you want to sell, then you can find other people's products and services that do sell, that are selling to consumers, and you can get a link where you can recommend products and services to people that read your blog. And then if they click on the link and then go buy that product, then you get a commission. So that is how this person is making his money. And that's usually how most bloggers make their money, is with affiliate links. And then you're going to get a lot of information today. So you want to make sure that you have something prepared to write down a lot of notes and services and things I'm going to be talking about for you today, because there's going to be a lot to really take in. And then also, if you're not yet familiar with Alphapreneur, if you want to kind of continue on this journey of blogging and get connected with myself and then everybody that's here in the live chat and just a community of Alphapreneurs. If you go to alphapreneur.com, which again is the social network and the only social network for entrepreneurs, you can go ahead and put in your email address and just join us by going to alphapreneur.com. And then this is what inside of Alphapreneur looks like. So again, it's a full-blown social network only for Alphapreneurs, which are the top 1% of entrepreneurs. So if you want to become a top entrepreneur, this is the social network you want to be a part of. There's no ads, there's no affiliate links, there's no spamming, there's no negativity, and we have hundreds and hundreds of members that are in here, and it's only been open for about a month and a half at the time of making this live stream. So it's truly an incredible experience. But when you go inside of Alphapreneur, what you can do, you can see 20 minutes ago, I actually just posted to let everyone know that I launched a new group for all of us to talk all things blogging. So there's a section called groups inside of Alphapreneur, and you can click on groups, and it's going to take you to all of the groups that we have for all the topics that we talk about on these live streams. So if you enjoyed today's topic and you want to continue this conversation and just really have people help you along your journey, the new group that we've just added is called blogging. So you can see it here. It's orange and it just says blogging. So you can click on that. And again, I just created this 20 minutes ago. So you can go in here, and I'm the only member because I just created it. But for any of you that are watching this live, feel free to jump in Alphapreneur right now that are members, and then you can go ahead and join this group. And then I'm going to drop a lot of links, a lot of resources. I'm going to share a lot of like ongoing training and techniques beyond this live stream once we're done here. So that is kind of a peek inside of Alphapreneur. I always do a really bad job actually showing Alphapreneur. I talk about it, but I never get in and show it. So I'm trying to be more conscious on showing it to everybody, because a lot of people are wondering, like, what is it and what does it look like? So because if you go to Alphapreneur, this is what you see. Just put in your email address and join us. But I actually want to show you what's going on behind the scenes. So now let's go ahead and dive into actually the person that is making $74,484 blogging this month, which is truly incredible. And that person is Adam Infroy. So you can go to his blog and actually follow along if you want and kind of poke around and check it out. You can't break anything. So you go to adaminfroy.com. Now, this is actually really interesting because his blog is he blogs about how to start a blog, which is kind of very like meta, but he blogs about how to start a blog, and then he has like guides and resources and all that. But what he does is he teaches you how to blog, and then he shares all these services and software and tools that you can use, and he makes his money by sharing all of that information. So this is the person that is actually making this per month. Now, what I want to do is go behind the scenes and talk about the numbers that made it possible. Now, how this was brought to my attention was that an Alphapreneur inside of alphapreneur.com actually brought this to my attention and said, hey, you really need to showcase this guy. And I said, well, why do I need to showcase this guy? And they showed me his numbers. I was like, holy moly. Like, this is, I didn't know that this type of revenue is possible in, where are we at? May 2020. I didn't know these numbers were possible with just affiliate links without spending any money on advertising. So I definitely wanted to take a deep dive and go through behind the scenes on how he made all this possible. So when an Alphapreneur shared this guy's name, Adam, and then shared his numbers, I was like, how do you know his numbers? Like, do you work for him? Are you a friend of his? Are you related? And he's like, oh no, he actually just shares his numbers like on a site. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he actually does this thing called a blog income report. And a lot of bloggers, top bloggers actually like to do this. And oh my gosh, look at this. This was not expected either. Adam is actually here in the live chat right now. And this was not planned either. And Adam, welcome. He says, hey, everyone, I can chat and answer any questions if anyone is interested. So Adam, again, this is cool. That I'm wondering how you even found this live chat. So again, not expected, but Adam, just so you know, we have a member inside of Alphapreneur that brought your name across my desk and said, hey, you need to do like a case study on this guy. And I didn't have enough time to actually reach out to you personally. So I just found your blog income report, and then I went to it, and then I started looking at the numbers. I'm like, we need to just talk about like how this all comes about and like what these blog income reports are all about. So this is really cool. So Adam, feel free to, share whatever you'd like to share in the chat. Again, totally unexpected. So what he has done, and then what others have also done as well that actually have blogs that, they like to be completely transparent with their numbers, which is super cool. And by the way, Adam, you can see in the chat, you're getting a very warm welcome from Alphapreneurs, which is awesome. So what he has done is I was going to go through and just kind of walk through what a blog income report is for those of you that aren't familiar. So blog income report is, again, where bloggers are totally transparent about everything that they do. So he talks about, this is in April of 2020. So we're at May 13th right now. So April was last month. And then again, $74,484. And then he breaks down and talks about like where his income streams came from. So he said, affiliate marketing programs is what we just talked about, is kind of the main focus from his income report of where all of his income is coming from. So I'm not going to read all this out loud. I wanted to make you all aware of his blog. So you can go to adaminfroy.com and then you can go to his blog income report. And I want you to go here and actually read through it so you can kind of see the breakdown of how he is, how he just tracks everything, which is truly, just inspirational just from the outside looking in about how, in depth he is about everything that he does. But what's really incredible is that in this income report, you can actually see the breakdown of all of the different affiliate programs that he's that he signed up with. So most people, whenever they start a blog, they usually, start a blog and then sign up for, ClickBank. And then they might, on ClickBank, they might just, promote a product here and there. And yeah, you can make some money doing that. But if you want to make like a significant amount of money like Adam's doing, then you can see he signed up for a ton of affiliate programs. I think it's like over 50. And then you can even see the breakdown in April, the ones he has X's. He says that he has to keep these hidden due to requirements and personal deals that we have together, which is totally understandable. But you can see if you just look from like, he even organized it from the ones that are making him the most money all the way to the very bottom of the list. So if you want to get into blogging and you want to get into maybe being an affiliate marketer, then you can, this is a great kind of like behind the scenes look at what, is making somebody like Adam the most money. So then you can think about like when you create a blog, what type of things would you maybe want to maybe blog about? So as you scroll down, past all the breakdown of his numbers, then you can actually, this is what's really important. And this is where a lot of bloggers, they don't share this information, and they don't share this information intentionally, because this is usually the information where they say, oh, I made this much per month, but they don't talk about their expenses. So you can see Adam actually revealed his expenses in April of 2020, which blew my mind. $5,300, which for the amount of money that he's bringing in, the fact that his expenses are only $5,300 is just mind blowing. I mean, this is truly, truly remarkable. So you can see his expenses, like where he spent, his money, again, sorted from the most expensive to the least expensive. So content, which makes sense for being a blogger, content, $1,800. He had a freelancer, opt-in monster, which is what you use to collect email addresses. ClearScope, not too sure what that is. WP Engine, CPA, Ahrefs, which we all talk about Ahrefs inside of Alphapreneur. And I know a lot of you are actually signed up for Ahrefs recently, because I see inside of Alphapreneur, you actually talk about, what you're doing with it and how you're using Ahrefs, which is truly cool. So you can see the breakdown of his expenses. And notice on here, there is no money spent on advertising. And that's what really piqued my interest, because there are a lot of bloggers that I could showcase, but I don't want to showcase bloggers inside Alphapreneur that, made $40,000, but then their expenses were like $38,000, because that's not exciting, right? So what's exciting is that, his net profit was $69,184, and that's a 92.88% gross profit margin, which is just phenomenal. I've never seen a blogger have this type of gross profit margin ever. So when this was brought to my attention, I had to share this with you, and I had to do a live stream because it was just, it blew my mind. So then getting in further, if just those numbers alone aren't enough, and Steve says Alphapreneur attracts nothing but the best. Thank you, Steve. Desi says this community is the best. Thank you. Which, by the way, I apologize. The chat blew up whenever everyone saw Adam was in here. So I wasn't able to keep up with it. But let me just take a look at the chat just to make sure that there was no questions and everything is looking good. Blanche says, Adam Infroy, welcome to Alphapreneur. We are in beast mode. That is awesome. So, and Adam is still sharing a lot of stuff in chat. So for those of you that are in the live chat, make sure you keep an eye on it, because Adam is being completely transparent about what he's doing. Like right now, he just said May of 2020 is looking to be about $95,000 to $100,000 for the month of May. Mostly affiliate programs giving recurring commissions, which pay as long as the customers don't churn. So numbers increase over time if you maintain rankings. Now, for those of you that know me and know that my background is with membership sites, the reason that I focus on, I build membership sites and programs that have continuity is because, yeah, whenever me as a membership site owner, when I have an affiliate program, I love the payouts are recurring for the affiliates, because then they get excited to keep promoting your offer. And then also they're going to make their money's just going to compound month over month. So Alexandra says amazing. Magnus says recurring passive. Absolutely. Thomas says, wow, this is awesome. So happy to be here and receive this. Amazing. So yeah, we're just getting started. China says, wow. So Adam, you've got a new fan club here that's going to probably be coming over to your blog. So I hope you're excited. I hope you're ready for it. So now if just the numbers weren't exciting enough, now he actually goes down into traffic for April of 2020. So his traffic, he had 414,389 sessions. And it's one thing for a blogger to actually just reveal or talk about their numbers, but it's another thing for them to actually do a screenshot sharing their analytics, because anybody can say anything and share any numbers, but people that actually get into their accounts and show you the breakdown of all the numbers, if they're not showing you screenshots like this, and then this is not a screenshot that you can obviously Photoshop, because there's so many numbers going on here. If you ever see, by the way, this is kind of like just out of right field, but if you ever see ads on Facebook and people are sharing like their Shopify store numbers and they're showing like a part of their dashboard where it just shows the gross revenue, never believe that, because you can easily just go in and edit the source code on Shopify in real time and just change numbers on the fly and then do a screenshot. And people do that to try to sell you their programs. So be really careful when you're looking at screenshots. However, in Adam's case, he's sharing this whole full-blown dashboard, including the graphs and everything. So there, you cannot Photoshop this kind of stuff. And even if you would, he wouldn't, because I did my research and due diligence on him before I decided to talk about him on the live stream. So that's just incredible. And not only that, but then he goes through and he shows you in 2019, and this is really inspiring. So anyone that is looking into getting into blogging right now, and you're thinking like, oh, 2020, it's too late, or blogging is so like 1999, it's like nobody's blogging anymore. Look at this. So he started in January, I assume, and correct me if I'm wrong, Adam. So he started in January of 2019, and he only got 1,147. And I believe this is just his monthly traffic for January. So not very much. If you're just starting out a blog, I mean, that's not going to do anything for you. But he stuck with it. And take a look at this. So January, 1,100. And this is 2019. February, over 2,000 visitors. March, 7,000. And then you come down all the way. I mean, it's just, the numbers are unbelievable how they just compound like this, which is truly inspiring. And then you come down and take a look at his email subscribers for April of 2020. Now, this is huge. Is we all know you can't build your business on rented land. You don't want to build your business on, off the backbone of Facebook or off the backbone of Instagram, or God forbid, off the backbone of TikTok or anything like that, because you don't know what's going to happen with those platforms. They can pull the rug out from you at any time. So your biggest asset that you could ever have is your email list, because even if, like, let's say your blog got hacked, God forbid, and then like everything got wiped away and then you don't have any backups or anything. I mean, your blog is an asset, but your email list is your biggest asset, because no matter what happens, no matter where it happens, you always have that email list that you can then use to be able to inform your subscribers whenever you have new reports, you have new articles to share with them. You can email them. And you can also, if a new platform pops up and then you ever do want to run ads to that platform or on that platform, you can upload your email list and then build custom audiences and lookalike audiences and all of that off of your email list. So the fact that he's getting over 4,000 email subscribers in the month of April is truly incredible. And you can see he has over 21,000 subscribers on his email list. And he says, and as this part of my business is less than 1.5% of his revenue, which Adam, you should definitely do some more emailing, because there's so much more you could do with it if it's only 1.5%. He's ready to start opening up to other revenue streams. So really, really cool stuff. Then he talks about, tasks completed in April. So I recommend all of you go to this. Go here. I'm actually going to put in the URL directly in the comments so you can all see it. So I'm going to post a comment right now. and I'm going to share it on the screen. So for those of you that are watching the replay of this, that you're not here live, then you're not able to see the live chat, because I edit the video, I trim out a lot of the off the record stuff that I do in music I play and everything before I go live. So you're not going to see the live chat, but this link, make sure you go to the link, or I know it's not clickable if you're watching on YouTube, but I'll also include the link in the description when I'm done here, so you can go directly to his income report, because I could read every word for word, but I don't want to. I don't want to bore anybody. I want to get into some really cool stuff on kind of how I like to reverse engineer what people are doing beyond what they do in their income reports. So right here it says, that's it for my blog income report for April 2020. So again, go to the link that you see on the screen, or once this live stream is over, I'll drop the link in the description. So in just one click, you can go to this real easily. So now what I want to do is talk about where he got all of his traffic from. Now, he did talk about it was organic traffic, and he didn't run any paid ads. But as we all know, is like Alphapreneurs, there's some software out there that you can use to completely, reverse engineer what anyone is doing online at any time. So, oh, that's interesting. Quote said, I was able to click the link from my YouTube on my laptop. Cool. So I guess when I shared the link in the chat, that link was clickable. But what I was referring to is on the actual video itself on the screen, when I showed the link on the screen for people that are watching the replay, I don't think that would be clickable. So everyone, it looks like you were able to get the link. And then I see Telly just joined Adam's mailing list. And same thing, Thomas joined his mailing list. I recommend all of you that are here live and then even watching the replay of this, go join his mailing list, just so you can just see what what a top level blogger is actually doing. Because I mean, the best way to kind of be a fly on the wall and see what someone is doing is subscribe to everything that they do, read all their articles. You just be a constant consumer of information if you really want to kind of grow. So Arlo says, I'm reading the blog and wow, this is incredibly unhumanly detailed and wide-reaching from platforms to make up in fashion. If he's tried all of these, it's incredible. So yeah, truly incredible blog. Liz says, I'm already on Adam's mailing list. Awesome. So, all right. So where he got all of his traffic from. So what I like to do is I like to grab the URL of just the root URL of the blog. So this is adaminfroy.com. And then what I like to do next is, I mean, there's a lot of platforms you can use this. Ahrefs is probably one of the best platforms that you can use to be able to kind of see where traffic is coming from and all that. But there's a new platform. Well, it's not new. It's been around for a long time, like way before Ahrefs. And they just did some major updates on the platform. And I like the visuals of it and the simplicity of it, especially when I'm trying to show something live, because Ahrefs can kind of get daunting and confusing to people. So another platform that you can use is called SpyFu. And now this is nowhere near to the complexity in what the capability is of Ahrefs, but from a top level overview, just kind of looking at like the tip of the iceberg above the water, this just gives us a nice domain overview of what's going on over at adaminfroy.com. So you can see his paid search, PPC, which you never see this with blogs, 0. Like he is not spending any money on AdWords, which that is what really stood out to me the most and why I wanted to showcase him. Then the organic search, he's ranking for 28,336 keywords. His estimated monthly SEO clicks is 1.3 million. It's actually less than that for the traffic. Sometimes SpyFu, I don't believe in that traffic number, especially when I look at I run my own reports for my own sites through SpyFu, and that number is always higher than it should be. So don't worry about that. But what we want to get down to is we're going to get down to his top pages. Now, this is what's really cool. So we can, and you can do this inside of Ahrefs as well. This isn't just only for SpyFu. Any platform, SEMrush, all those platforms, you can do this. So we're going to look at his top organic pages, and then we can sort by estimated SEO clicks. So I'm sure he probably has more than 96 pages on his blog, but it's just going to pull the top 96 pages, and then it's sorted by SEO clicks. So if you wanted to, maybe you aspire to be an Adam Infroy one day, then you can actually look at his blog and then see which pages are getting the most traffic. So that way, if you want to, it's one thing to look at someone's blog and then just be like, this is this is great, but there's a lot of articles. I don't even know where to start. Like, if I want to do something like this, I wouldn't even know what articles to write about, what to write about. Why everything's already written about. So why is someone going to care about me? So what's really cool about this kind of gives you just like, you can be like a sniper. So instead of like having just a machine gun, just spraying bullets all over the battlefield and hoping something sticks or something penetrates, then you could be a sniper and then actually just start by taking like the top 10, 15 blog posts that he has. And sorry, Adam, put your earmuffs on because you you don't want to hear this, but what you can do. So if he has 11 best work at home jobs for 2020 and he's getting 14,000 searches, if I was going to compete with Adam, then I would start with 11 best work at home jobs for 2020, but I would make mine like 50 best work at home jobs. I would just completely blow away what his top is. And so I would take what he's doing, but then double, triple, or even quadruple or 5x if you can, depending on how much bandwidth you have or how much you want to write or even how much content is available. Because if you were like, okay, his top page is 11 best work from home jobs for 2020, I'm going to do the same thing. That's not going to work because he's already crushing it with 11 best work at home jobs. The only way that you can stand out beyond what he's doing is you need to make longer form content. You need to have better visuals. You need to, if he's not using videos or embedding videos in his content, you might need to bring in videos to the picture. You got to do a lot more than what he's doing if you want to get better results. So what's cool here is that let's just go ahead and take a look at this one. So we'll view all the keywords and you can see the keywords that he's ranking for, which this is mind-blowing, that for just online jobs, he's in position 5 and the volume is 123,000 searches per month, 4.2 thousand clicks. The organic clicks is 74%, which is super high for just the term online job. So the fact that he's ranking for that, that's probably how he's getting most of his traffic, is probably from that main keyword. So so as far as optimizing for that, the only way you can really optimize for something like that is really just take a look at his article and see what he's doing. So we're going to go to that article. So this is 11 best work from home jobs. So we can come down and see he recently updated it, which this is always, something huge with SEO is you constant, like one of the biggest secrets is that that nobody really does is you need to constantly be updating your articles. You can't just create an article, throw it out there and then forget about it. You got to create an article, put it out there, but then you need to I like to set reminders on my calendar to where, every month go back to that article and then constantly update it. Now there's some people that recommend using software like ClickFlow and all this other stuff, and then find the pages that are getting the most traffic and then go and then update those and set alerts to, I just set on my calendar, like every time I do a blog post or a post, I will set on my calendar, I come back next month and then I will just update it and then I will add some more content. So here you can see so we're scrolling. I mean, this is a lot of copy, which is probably intentional, knowing that he's getting organic traffic. So a lot of copy, but if we come down, you can see, okay, he's putting in some GIFs, and then now he's got almost like a table of contents, and all these are going to be clickable. That is going to take you to not different articles on his site, but it's going to take you to different sections on this article. Now this is a strategy called a skyscraper technique, where you just have one really long form article, and then you almost have like chapters of the article. So like this table of contents is then going to link you to those different chapters. So if I click on number 3 of the best jobs online dropshipping, it's going to take me down to that piece of that where that content is being talked about, which is really cool. But if you come down and just kind of scroll through, I'm not going to read this article, but if you just come and just look at it all, he's got some visuals sprinkled in, and a lot of these visuals are, he's like, for instance, like here's a visual right here that's a graph, and he has the source and everything, but then there's all of this scrolling that you're doing with no visuals at all. So if I was to do something, first off, I would make my article at least double the length of his article, but I would already right out of the gate sprinkle in more visuals than he has, just so that way you need to have it more engaging. And you can do infographics, or people love infographics, but then there's a new type of infographic that not a lot of people talk about, and it's like I think they call it like a gifographic. I think that's how let me take a look. GIPHO graphic and gifographic. Totally spelled it wrong. But here you can see there are design services out there, And this is, again, for doing, you really want to, if you're going to get into blogging and you want to make your money with affiliate, doing affiliate marketing and all that, you really have to step up and do something your competition's not doing. And gifographics are truly unique. And this is something you could do on your own. I've never created them because I don't do any animation or anything like that. But so I would find someone that knows what they're doing. I wouldn't necessarily use a service Gifographics, for those of you who want to go to it, it's gifographics.co. So I'm going to actually share this. So you can click on it in the chat. For those of you that are here live, I'll add it to the broadcast so you can see it. So gifographics.co. So I wouldn't necessarily use this service, but I would go look at this service to see the type of GIFs or animated gifographics they're doing. And then you could then simply go to like Fiverr and then get someone for way cheaper to just recreate these type of graphics. Because usually services like this, they always overcharge because they are a middleman. Like they will have this whole business blown out for offering a gifographic service, but whenever orders come in, they'll actually go to Fiverr and then fulfill those, but then like triple the price to you. So I don't recommend going to services like design services like this because they just farm it out. So you might as well go where they're farming it out, which most of them use Fiverr. So here, this is a gifographic. So an infographic, first off, is like long form like this with a lot of visuals and content. A gifographic is just animated. So that's all it is. It's just taking an infographic and animating it. So that's it. So what I would do, again, going back and looking at his list here, I would sprinkle in not infographics, but I would sprinkle in gifographics. I would even maybe pull in instead of just images, like fixed images like he has here, I would go find relatable videos that are on YouTube that are probably short videos that talk like maybe 1 to 5 minutes in length, not super long videos, but like 1 to 5 minute videos about certain things and certain services and things that he's recommending. Because one of the secrets to blogging is you really want to try to keep people on your page as long as possible. The longer page on time, or just the longer people stay on your page, the better it is in so many ways, because that's more chances that they're going to really just get immersed in your content and start clicking through to links. And you can see that he's sprinkling affiliate links throughout things, because when he's sprinkling affiliate links around, that's how he's making his money, is with affiliate links. And Jamie says golden nuggets here. Awesome. Alexandra, I like this. By the way, do you all like this and like kind of the direction we're going here? I don't know if Adam's still here in the chat or if he's watching and seeing what you all are saying. But first off, again, like everyone give like Adam a round of applause for just having such an amazing blog and actually being showcased and featured on Alphapreneur. Like that's really cool for him. But looking down again, sorry, Adam, that you have to put your earmuffs on because I'm trying to break down to Alphapreneurs to let them know, like if they wanted to get into your business and do what you're doing, like what do they need to do to really like one up what you're doing. But if I were you, Adam, if you're still here, I would maybe take some of these tips and try to sprinkle it in one of your future blog posts, or take this one that's getting the majority of your traffic and go sprinkle in some gifographics, sprinkle in some, embed some videos that are like 1 to 3 to 5 minutes long that aren't they're complementary to what it is that you're doing. They are not taking people away from what you're doing and going to do something else. So Adam says, still here, appreciate it, and feel free to break it all down. Great tips. Awesome. So yeah, this Steve, ridiculous value. Cool. So I'm glad everyone is appreciating this and also appreciating Adam. And Adam, looks like you're getting a round of applause from everyone in the live chat. So that is cool. And really that is, where he got all of his traffic from. And I already skipped ahead here to today's agenda, is how you could clone his success in any industry is really just focus on affiliate links, you don't need to create your own product or service or anything like that to be a successful blogger. You just need to create really great content. And the best way to create great content is not to come up with the content on your own. You need to find somebody that is already successful in your industry and is absolutely killing it, and then use a software or service like Ahrefs or SEO Moz or Moz now, or SpyFu or anything like that, iSpionage, all of that. And then you can see what the top pages are. And then you look at the top pages of what's already successful in your industry, and you want to just, at least double the size of what it is that they're doing. So they have an incredible skyscraper in the skyline of the blogging world in their industry, but then your skyscraper is, double the height. So that is the double length of content. So that is really how you can clone really the success in any industry, and add more visuals, and add a lot of visuals and interaction throughout your article. So it's going to keep people on your site longer. It's going to make them really, it's going to make your blog stand out and be a lot different than everybody else. And somebody that does this really well, this is whether or not this is your industry or not. We're going to go take a look here real quick. Let me jump back to SpyFu. And we're going to get to live Q&A here in a second. So we're going to go to draxe.com. This will blow your mind. So Dr. Axe is, is ranked for 68,000 keywords. He's spending a lot of money on pay-per-click. So this is something really interesting, is that whenever someone's spending a lot of money on pay-per-click, he's bidding on 2,900 keywords. He's getting over 28,000 clicks. His monthly AdWords budget is about $26,000 a month. So when they're spending money, they're making money off of what it is that they're doing. So what you can do is scroll down, and we're going to look just like what we did with Adam. We're going to do it with Dr. Axe. So if I click on View All Top Pages, so these are all of the estimated monthly SEO clicks the Dr. Axe is getting. We'll take a look at this. So the top one is the keto diet food list, foods to eat, limit, or avoid. So if we go to that, you will see the Dr. Axe does a wonderful job of visuals to get people engaged in the time on page, and how long people stay on his site is just super, super high. And if we scroll down here, you'll notice his foods list. Well, this is actually a bad example. I thought this was going to be a good example because this is one of his most organic posts, but he usually has a ton of, here we go. He usually has a ton of infographics, and the infographics, notice how big these are. This is a big writer downer. So when you do infographics or any graphics on your blog post, you don't want them to be small. You want them to be big, that you fill up the whole column and width of where all your content is. Don't have it be like sized down because you think it's going to be easier to read. You want it to be huge, because with it being huge like this, it's causing you to scroll longer, further down the page. And this is also going to help with algorithms, is that when they see how, especially if you have Google Analytics and all that installed on your site, Google can see how, not only how long someone's staying on your page, but how far down they're scrolling on the article. So when you have a big infographic like this, Dr. Axe or his team could have easily taken this and just turned all this into just written content. But he has a lot of written content on his page, but you can come here and see we just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and it's very visual, and we keep scrolling and scrolling. So we're the percentage of scroll depth that we are doing on his page is, we're already more than halfway down the page, and half of this article is just one monster graphic. So this is an infographic. This is a wonderful example of an infographic. So what you could do if you were in the health space, or really in any industry, again, this is an infographic. You could make a GIFographic. So it's just, you would be one-upping what's already working out there. So then you see foods to limit. Then he has another infographic. And again, it's a huge, huge graphic. If we open this image in a new tab, look how long that graphic is. This is one image. So what I recommend doing is that if you don't have to be in the health space to have this style. You could go to Dr. Axe. And by the way, Dr. Axe has one of the best teams that make infographics that I've ever seen across multiple industries. So if you want a great style of infographics, if you want to hire someone like off Fiverr or Upwork or anywhere to design your graphics for you, go look at Dr. Axe's graphics, and then again, go to one of his articles, find a graphic, open it in a new tab. So then you have the JPEG here, and then you click on it, and then you could just save the image as, and then you save it to your desktop. And then once you save it to your desktop, when you go hire someone to do your infographics or your GIFographics, let them know you want to follow this same format, like the same styling, like how they put images and then the titles below the images. Because instead of you trying to just come up with your own infographic that you think is beautiful, you need to follow suit on what somebody's already doing and do it better. So, and you all know that that's like the art and science of how I do what I do, is look at what's already working and then think about how can you make it better. So coming down, and then it looks like Adam is answering some questions in the chat. He just answered a question for new videos. One of the main strategies he covers is outsourcing, writing the first drafts. You can find writers on Pro Blogger, Fiverr, etc. And yeah, and that's also, if you are trying to find writers for your stuff, Pro Blogger is like the top source to find writers. But just be aware that the writers on Pro Blogger are one of the best writers out there for blog articles, but they're also one of the most expensive. So, and Fiverr is actually it's wonderful too, but Fiverr is actually like the cheapest. So you gotta what I like to do for outsourcing, and I'll just kind of follow with Adam on answering his question really quick, is that if you want to find people to write articles for you, you need to find articles that you already like out there that you want to write a better version of, and I like to almost educate my writers and just show them, here's what's out there, and I need to make mine like 5 times better, like 5 times longer in length. If they have 11 tips, I want to have 55 tips. And then I need mine to be more in depth and just better, cited better, sourced better, all of that. And then once you do that, then you can, once you give a writer kind of an article about what you like, then you can at least have something written really well. That's how I hire writers off of Fiverr, but then make sure the content and the quality is really good. I don't like to let them just run with it. I like to be as detailed and thorough as I can to let them know what it is that I need to have them write. So scrolling down, we're still on this Dr. Axe article, and then here is a third infographic. So again, and we open that infographic in a new tab, and you'll notice that's another long infographic. So this was here. Let's go back to that first one because I just want to show you side by side how cool this is. So we're gonna open the first one. Okay, so first infographic, second infographic, third infographic. So notice they even have these. They're just beautifully designed. So this one is all like a brown and green. This one is like brown and orangish yellow. And this one is brown and red. So like the design and the theme is wonderful. So if you think about this, if you're going to write an article, again, if you're following the style of what Adam's doing, but you want to incorporate infographics and gifographics, maybe try doing 3 infographics. Because again, I look at there's a book that I recommend everybody should read at some point in their life called The Blue Ocean Strategy. And the Blue Ocean Strategy, kind of what the idea is you take ideas and concepts from different industries and put them together, and then you kind of make your own industry. So a good example is Cirque du Soleil. They're 2 brothers. One brother was from a dying industry, the circus world. The other was from a dying industry, which is theater. They came together and they put circus and theater together. And then they made Cirque du Soleil. So I like, and there's a ton of examples like that inside of Blue Ocean Strategy. So what I like to do is think about how can I do that with content, and how can I do that with building a business? So like online, like a digital business, I like to go to other industries. Like Dr. Axe is, a wonderful blog in the health space that is getting a ton of traffic, because we can see that inside of SpyFu and in any other platform you want to use, Ahrefs and all that, and take ideas from what he's doing and apply it to your industry and see if it works or not. If it doesn't work, well, you tried something radically different than everybody else, and that's probably going to help you in a big way. But if it failed, oh well, go back to what you're doing. But at least you tried it. Another incredible site that actually acquires a lot of sites in the health space, and they're actually in talks to acquire Dr. Axe, is called Healthline. So if you go to healthline.com, look how many organic keywords they're ranking for. 977,000 organic keywords. They're getting again, this is inflated a little bit, but 358 million estimated SEO clicks. Their paid keywords, 3,000, but it's $3,000 a month. That's hardly anything compared to the SEO clicks they're getting. So they're getting just a crap ton of traffic. But the way that they do this actually is not because Healthline is just some massive company of article bloggers. They acquire other companies and roll it up into healthline.com. So that's how they have so many clicks. But what you can do, same thing. They are like just an absolute behemoth on what they're doing online. So you can come and do the same thing that they're doing. The ketogenic diet, a beginner's guide to keto. For all you that followed my course, Membership Method, and you know that I built a health membership site and I was doing a beginner's guide to keto, guess where I got that from? Here it is right here. That's where I got the idea from, doing a beginner's guide to keto. So again, think about the Blue Ocean Strategy. Think about other things that you can do to pull into your industry to really try something different and unique, and that can really capture people's attention. And I think that actually Adam even has a course. Correct me if I'm wrong, Adam, if you're still here live, is that you have a course about getting backlinks. Am I right? Because from what I saw on your site, it looks like you do, or a guide or something. Because one of the one of the biggest secrets to really ranking organically is you really have to get healthy backlinks, and you have to get them on a regular basis. And if you're going to be reaching out to people to try to get them to link to your article, is you want to make sure that your article just is mind blowing. So when they see your article, if they've already linked to someone else's article, excuse me for a second. If you want them to link to your article, then you need it to be longer than everyone else's. It needs to be more visual. It needs to be more engaging. So that way they want to link to your article over everybody else's. So that is, I don't know where I was going that with backlinks. I think, it just came to mind about, since Adam was ranking really high organically and all these others are ranking high organically, a big part of that is from backlinking and a backlink strategy. So what I want to do now is jump into live Q&A, because it looks like we are just over an hour, and that's about how long I like to go before I jump over to Q&A. Then I like to do live Q&A and share resources, tips, tricks, and all that based off of your questions. And we'll just do this for as long as we need to do this. And then again, for anybody that is watching, if you're watching the replay of this and you want to participate in a live chat like we're doing right now, and you want to jump on and do live Q&A, I go live every day of the week, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Central, and on the Alphapreneur YouTube channel, which again, if you have not yet done so already, make sure that you subscribe to our channel so that way, and get notifications so that way you can be able to come back to one of our live streams and jump in and ask questions, answer questions, or you'd be surprised. Actually, someone we do a case study on shows up like Adam does, which is super cool. Which, by the way, I'm curious. My question for you, Adam, is how did you even find out about this live stream? And because other than just like mailing my list, I'm really curious like how you organically found out about the live stream. If you're using mention.com or something to get alerts to where when someone mentions your name, then you're notified about it. I would love to know how you knew about that, because that is that was really cool how you showed up. Adam says yes, he has a digital product to help new bloggers get guest posts and backlinks, and he has also he shares it in his email series, and it helps build your domain authority over time. So everybody definitely take a look at that if you have not done so already. When you go to adaminfroy.com, you can be able to go take a look at his products, his services, or I don't know if he has, I actually don't know what he has, but if he has something about backlinks, he's clearly doing it right, because his blog has not been around for very long. It's only been around for a couple of years, and he's crushing it. And you can see the numbers in his income reports. And again, I did not previously coordinate this with Adam. This isn't like a sponsored live stream. This is me that he was brought across to my attention, and then I did some digging on him and decided that this would be a wonderful topic to talk about. And he somehow found out about it, and he's here. So this was not, I don't want anyone to think that this was pre-planned or anything like that, because it is not. Okay. Adam says, I saw it posted on Twitter. That's killer. So and that's probably from an ambassador. So for anybody that wants to actually share any of the, well, I'm not even gonna talk about that right now, because today right now the Q&A is all about all of you. So that's cool. You saw someone post about it on Twitter. Okay. Let me take a look. If there's any questions that come in, by the way, if you do have a question, make sure you put the Q before your question, and then let me know what your question is, so that way I can see it through all of the live chat that's going on. And if there's no questions that are coming in, I mean, that's really going to sum up today's live stream. So let's take a look at Larry. Larry says, me thinks that ClearScope is the app to use to get keywords into your content. Yeah, I'm not too sure. And Adam, if you're able to even describe what ClearScope is, that'd be great. That's not a tool that I'm familiar with. Jason B. Blake says, Twitter, I post Alphapreneur on there, or he posts Alphapreneur on there too. I'm curious, Jason, did you share this on Twitter, or did you find out about this live stream on Twitter? Either way, that's cool to know. Alexandra says, Chris, do you believe in using gifographics in LinkedIn articles would be a good idea? Yes, I recommend using gifographics. Experiment. First off, you should experiment all the time with as many things as you can. And if you're doing blog posts on LinkedIn, gifographics is something that not a lot of people are doing, because most people don't know about it. So if you're doing something that's radically different than everybody else, you're going to stand out, and people are, if it's really helpful and it's going to be useful to them, that's when they're actually going to like your article. They're going to share your article. They're going to engage. They're going to comment. They're going to read your article longer. And a gifographic is just one more, trick in your toolbox that you can use to get people to stick on your blog or your article longer than usual. So yeah, I recommend using it wherever you can. Sue says, Skyscraper, for membership sites, can you expand more on selecting the strategy and linking to your 10 paid articles more about keywords and how important it is to strategize? Yes. Sue, I saw that question come in too through our support desk, and that is on my list to actually not necessarily do a full blown training about, but I'm going to do a full write up because it's easier to follow a write up than it is for me just to talk for an hour or two. So I'm going to do a write up about my strategy with skyscraper technique, the skyscraper technique specific to membership sites, paid membership sites. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to post that inside of the membership sites group inside of Alphapreneur. So for those of you that are wondering where that is, when you go to, again, if you have not yet signed up, go to alphapreneur.com, which is the social network for entrepreneurs. You can sign up and join us. And then when you get in, you go into Alphapreneur, you go to the group section. So you click on groups at the very top of inside of Alphapreneur. You scroll down to membership sites, the purple one. And then when you click on membership sites, I will post a discussion in here all about my write-up on how to do the skyscraper technique very specifically and technically, specific to membership sites and getting people to read a skyscraper post and ultimately not click through on affiliate links, but actually to pay you to join your membership site. So great question, Sue. I can definitely do that. Mark says, do you blog what's popular? Do you blog in your areas of expertise? So you can actually it's really personal preference. I don't blog anymore because everything I do is what I'm doing right now. I live stream every day on YouTube for Alphapreneur, and then I teach tips, tricks, strategies, techniques to start a business, to grow a business. I showcase just people that are killing it, like Adam, and then all I've got going on is Alphapreneur, which is the private social network for entrepreneurs. So I don't do any blogging or anything like that anymore. It's just live streams. But as far as if your question is probably related to like what do I recommend that you do? I recommend you do whatever you think you could do every single day for, like, let's say 2 to 3 hours a day and never get burned out. So if you wanted to do like a whole thing about let's say you wanted to do a blog about like makeup tutorials, because there's a lot of money to be made in the makeup industry, but you're not putting on makeup, Mark, and you don't have any personal interest in makeup. You could probably be excited for maybe a month, or not even a month, maybe a week or two, but then you're going to get burned out because you just don't know anything about that industry. You just know there's money. So if you chase money and you don't have a passion about it and you're not really personally vested in it, then you're going to burn out. So I don't believe the whole like follow your passion stuff that like these self-improvement, self-help gurus always preach. I just recommend, you do need to some extent enjoy what you're doing, but you also, on the flip side of that, you need to make sure what you're wanting to do does have some popularity. So if you're, for instance, like super passionate about making custom video game controllers, like, or something like that, like something so obscure, there's such a small market, like you're passionate about it, but the market's not big enough, you're not going to really have a massive business around that, right? So you do need to have some interest in it, but you just want to make sure you don't get burned out about it. And then also for your site, I speak from experience. You do not want to build a blog that covers like a lot of different industries. I've tried that and it doesn't work. I've tried that multiple times and it doesn't work because, again, I've been building businesses online myself for 21 years. And I started with affiliate marketing in 99 when I was a freshman in college. And I was blogging about how to build custom computers and all that kind of stuff, like gaming computers back then, and which they still exist. I don't have one though. I wish I had one, but I knew if I had a gaming computer, I would not get any work done. But what I found over my years of blogging and being an affiliate and building affiliate blogs is that I've tried multiple times to build a blog that is just covers all kinds of different industries and to be like the end all be all to all things. And it always failed. And it failed in the sense that it did not make at least 6 figures in revenue per year. If I cannot build a business and make at least 6 figures in revenue per year, then to me it's like I need to do something else. So I don't recommend doing that. So a great example is like eHow and WikiHow and all those sites that were, for those of you that if you've been on the internet for some time, you've probably heard of eHow and WikiHow and all that. They don't exist anymore. About.com, they don't exist anymore. They were these massive sites that were like taught you how to do everything, but they don't exist because all these niche sites that are more specific and very tactical pretty much crushed them. So you don't want to go too broad on and cover too many topics. Sorry, that was a long answer, but hopefully that was helpful. David says, I think Adam answered my question. I want to know how does one build up domain authority? It's really backlinking, building backlinks on a regular basis over a long period of time. You don't get domain authority like overnight. You need to slowly build up a backlink profile. And honestly, I'm not the best at getting backlinks myself, so I'm not an expert on backlinks, but it sounds like Adam has it dialed in. The fact that he's got his blog to where it's at in just 2 years without spending any money on advertising or doing influencer stuff or anything like that. So I would actually pass that question along to Adam or even take a look at what he talks and teaches about backlinking. And that's the thing. I'm always transparent about if I don't understand something, I'll find somebody that is really good at it. And then I'll recommend you kind of follow their path on what it is that they do. Magnus says, I shared it a lot today on Twitter. Thank you, Magnus. I appreciate that. Maybe that's how Adam found out about it. Alexandra says, okay, perfect. I'm posting on LinkedIn. Awesome. Desi says, can we incorporate a blog for membership site on Ghost? Yeah. So really a membership site is a blog. A membership site is a blog, but what you do is you have your skyscraper post, like the one we saw that Adam had, that it was just really long and it got the most of the traffic. Not the most, but it was the number one. It was the number one post that got the majority of the traffic. I guess that is the same as the most of the traffic, but you know what I mean. So a really long post is totally free on your membership site, but you can have other articles on your membership site that you can then cross link and internal link and all that on your skyscraper post, your long form post. And if people click through to those, then it takes them to an article that they got to sign up to be a member. That is the difference from a membership site and a blog. And you can also sprinkle in affiliate offers and all that kind of stuff in your skyscraper post on your membership site. You can totally make money on more than just your membership site and just paying members. If you want, there's no reason not to. So just know though, if you're going to be linking to other products and services, people are going to be leaving your membership site to go check those out. Whereas if you just link to other articles within your membership site strategically, they're going to want to just sign up for your membership. So yes, you can do that. Jason says, by the way, Jason, are you new here? Because your name and your picture looks new. If you're new, let me know, because I'm always like to know people that are new that are on these live streams. Jason says, post an article on there. I found Alphapreneur from an email the first time. That's awesome. Thank you, Jason. I'm always curious again how people find out about this. Janice says membership method challenge, folks. Which, by the way, there's a membership site challenge going on inside of Alphapreneur that I believe Sue Doc Ross started, and it's all helping everybody grow their membership site in a very short amount of time. So jump into that if you haven't done so already inside of Alphapreneur. If you want to build a membership site or a blog, follow that challenge. And again, it's all free inside of Alpha. Once you're an Alphapreneur, it's all free. It's not like a paid challenge or anything like that. But yeah, your sites are essentially blogs already. So that's something else to keep in mind. Let's say you spend all this time building a membership site and you can't get members for whatever reason. Like you cannot get someone to pull out their credit card and pay to join your membership site to get access to your best articles and your premium articles. Well, then you could just flip the switch inside of ghost.org and turn off the membership feature and then make all your articles and your whole membership site is now a blog. So instead of then linking to articles that are paid articles and all that inside of your membership site, trying to get people to become a member, if that's not working for you and you're just like, screw it, this is not for me, don't give up. Just turn off the membership feature and then just make all your articles have affiliate links, do everything we're talking about that you saw with healthline.com, Dr. Axe and Adam, and all the top bloggers out there, and then just become a blogger. And then you don't have to move off of Ghost. Ghost.org was actually built to be a blogging platform. So you can do everything that we're talking about now. If your membership site, if you just don't want, for whatever reason, you can't get a member, don't think that it's the end of the world. You now have a lot of content that you can just monetize in a different way. Thomas says that'd be awesome about the skyscraper. Cool. I will definitely do a write-up for that inside of Alphapreneur about doing skyscraper posts for membership sites. I'm just looking to see if there's any more questions. Jason says, so is digital marketing niche too broad? No, digital marketing would be, that's just a big industry, right? So there is, for digital marketing, you can then talk about email marketing. You can talk about Facebook marketing. You can talk about TikTok marketing, all things marketing related, because you're talking about marketing. What I was referring to, so I'll actually show you my failure is that, so I created this site. It was a membership site / blog called Lux List. So the whole idea was every article on here is list driven. So again, talking about don't do makeup products if you don't like makeup. I don't know a thing about makeup, but I've got articles on here, 48 beauty products you'll end up using every day, 33 amazing beauty products. But then right after beauty products, then it talks about rompers and jumpsuits. And then on the right, we have low carb snacks. And then I mean, it's just, then there's health, beauty, style, food, fun. Like I was trying to do this massive site that covered all these different things, but it was just, it was too broad, and there was no synergy between all the posts. And it was super hard to get anything to rank organically. So I just said, screw it. Like I cannot do this because it was way too broad. So this is what I refer to not do, Jason, is to don't create something that's like Jason's list. And then you just cover everything. Like digital marketing, that would be one industry that you can go deep into. Now you don't want to go too deep and have a blog where it's just only about, I mean, you could, there's a guy called, I think, John Loomer, where he has a blog that's all about Facebook. All he talks about is Facebook. You could pull that off. But I personally would get burned out only talking about just Facebook for the rest of my life. Like what if something happens to Facebook? Well, then johnloomer.com is not going to work anymore. You got to move on to something else. And same with Alphapreneur. Alphapreneur, like I can talk about a lot of things related to entrepreneurship. And it took me 21 years of trying out and doing a lot of businesses and failing and succeeding and failing and succeeding and countless times until I finally got Alphapreneur and got it to where it's at now. And then just going, and my whole strategy is I could blog every day, but I don't want to. I'd much rather go live, not be specific. I'm horrible with grammar. If you get my emails, I probably have 2 or 3 typos in every email. My email is only like 2 paragraphs, but I have so many typos because I'm such a bad writer. So writing is not my thing, but going live and doing this kind of stuff, I much rather just talk to you and just have fun, just kind of riffing on things rather than typing and having typos and having to have someone have editors. Like that's not my thing. So, Alphapreneur, yeah, it covers a lot of stuff, but everything I do is all about entrepreneurship. Hopefully that was helpful, Jason. Aoife, is there a group set up for affiliate marketing? No, inside of Alphapreneur, there's not. To short answer the question, I can create one. If you all would like a group on affiliate marketing, let me know. I can create it. If you're members here in Alphapreneur, just let me know. But I do have a group called Ambassadors, which is about promoting Alphapreneur and all that. But that's specific to promoting Alphapreneur and all that. If you want something that's just, you know what, I'm not even going to ask. I'll just create a group right after this. Well, after this live stream, I have to take my car in for service. But then when I come back to the office, I will create a group. Right now there's like 13 groups. There will be 14 groups. I'll create a new group all about affiliate marketing for anyone that wants to talk just about affiliate marketing in a private environment. I will do that inside of Alphapreneur for all of you. So I will create that. Let me actually put that on my to-do list real quick. 1 second. Create group about affiliate marketing. Oh, wait. It's on my to-do list, which means it's going to be done. David says, if my blog covers internet marketing, which in turn is an area of business, encompasses lifestyle as well, wouldn't I also blog on things that are on lifestyle? You know, if it's only on affiliate marketing, I would just stick with affiliate or internet marketing. I would just stick with internet marketing. I would not talk about lifestyle and all that. Now, granted, you look at Adam's blog, I do see some of his articles and stuff are about lifestyle. So Adam, if you're still here, if you want to give David a suggestion about that, because I know your blog talks about blogging, but have you done very many? This is my question to Adam. Have you done very many posts about lifestyle type stuff on your blog? Personally, I probably would not do that unless you're a personal brand and you really want people to like really get to know you. That's maybe when I would do it. But I wouldn't jump around too much about like law of attraction, that kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden you talk about affiliate marketing software. Like that's very kind of across the board. Ronald says, I'm completely blown away. I'm curious, Ronald, what's blowing you away? Adam says, I have some art. By the way, Adam, thanks for being active in the chat. I appreciate it. Says, I have some other articles on guest blogging and making money blogging, which cover some link building strategies in detail. You can find them on my blog under best content drop-down menu. So let's go take a look at that. So let's go to Adam's, he right here. So he has a drop-down for best content. And then let me take a look at his comment again. He said, which covers some, okay. So he has articles on guest blogging. So I would just click through and look at all these articles. If this is his best content and there's not only, but there are 6 posts here. I'm sure these are really long posts and they're all current about 2020. I would go through, I would put that on your to-do list to do today, tomorrow, this weekend, whenever, to go through and look at Adam in for his best content, because he definitely knows what he's talking about. Arlo, Liz comes through. I'm curious to get podcasts going. I actually plan on doing a lot of live streams coming up about podcasts, because I used to podcast. I think I was up to like 229 episodes. I had a podcast called Marketer's Paradise, and all I talked about was marketing, but I killed it. I killed it off, and I killed the brand off and all that, because I got so tired and burned out talking about just marketing strategies, and I didn't want to talk about marketing strategies for the rest of my life. So I literally just deleted everything because I didn't want to do that. But then I'm going to do it again. I'm thinking about maybe doing another podcast for Alphapreneur, but all it's going to be is just an audio of these live streams. So you're not going to be able to see the stuff I talk about, but you can listen to it if you don't want to, if that's okay. I'm curious. For those of you that are here, let me just ask you, because that is something I'm wondering. If I had audio versions of all of these live streams on a podcast, would you listen to it? Just say yes, like yes podcast. Say that in the chat if you would, because and if you wouldn't, just don't say anything at all. And if I see a lot of yes podcast in the live chat, then I will put that towards the top of my list to be able to. I can just simply extract the audios of these live streams and then just start a podcast on all the podcast networks to have a podcast. And I know there's a lot of visuals you won't be able to see on it, but it could be something that you could actually hear. Sue says, membership challenge. We're building 2 products in one challenge. I believe, yes, that is related to like you're building a membership site and you're building a blog together at the same time, which is super cool. Desi says, you're the man. By the way, did you all like this? Did you like today's format of this live stream and the surprise guest Adam actually showing up? That was crazy. I thought this was a lot of fun. Maggie says, Chris said the F word again. Yes, no F words in this chat. For those of you that are new and not wondering what I'm saying, it's Facebook. Facebook is the F word for Alphapreneur. It's like my kryptonite. Affiliate group would be great. I see a lot of you are saying yes to the affiliate marketing whenever I asked about that. Desi says Ghost is excellent. So many ways to use it. And I'm sold. Yeah, Ghost is awesome. Larry says Chris's favorite makeup techniques. Hey, I tried it, but it didn't work out. Chris's contouring secrets. Chris's goop. Okay, so I asked Adam about earlier when I asked about the lifestyle stuff. He says, I haven't done many lifestyle posts. I keep it mainly to marketing topics like how-to guides and software list posts. Yeah, and I saw that, Adam, and I was looking at your best, your like best of type stuff, and that is super cool. There is something that might blow your mind, Adam. You might want to look at this if you have not done so already. There are when I was doing Lux List and I was doing some research on like looking at list-based blogs out there. There are 2 of them that blew my mind. One is called, and this is again my tip for Adam, and this is related to like the blue ocean strategy, taking an idea from one industry, bringing it into your industry. So I like your format of your software and like the top VPNs, all that kind of stuff. But for format, I would probably play around with some other formats. Format. I don't know if that's come through clear on my mic. Format, and sometimes I slur, and see if it works or not. But it's bestreviews.com is one site, and you can see their monthly AdWords budget is $2 million a month on AdWords. So they're spending $2 million a month on AdWords. They're not getting, I mean, they're getting almost 1 million SEO clicks, which is great. And they're ranking for 26,000 keywords. I think you're actually ranking for more organic keywords, Adam, than they are. But they are spending $2 million a month on over 300,000 keywords. So would you think that they might have a layout and a format and a structure to review type formatted posts that might be making them money? Probably, if they're spending $2 million a month. So let's actually drill this down for a second. If we, and also there's they're not the only ones. There's another one, best reviews. We'll look at that one in a second. And EasyVid, we'll look at all three of these because I went down this rabbit hole for months studying these sites and blew my mind. So I'm actually going to open this in a new tab, all the competitors. But if we come down and take a look at their top paid keywords, look at this. This will blow your mind. Top paid, and I'm not recommending, Adam, you spend money on keywords or anything, but as far as format for your software list posts that you're referring to. So look at this. So if we're going to sort by monthly, or actually let's sort by total monthly cost. This will blow your mind. They are spending $32,000 a month on a post about dehumidifier reviews. Like, mind blown. Like, if I had like a bomb drop type audio thing to play right now, I would. Blew my mind. So what I wanted to do is like, what does this page look like? So that they're spending $32,000 a month, and look at their ad timeline. Like, they are constantly spending $30,000 a month on this. So let's go take a, God, I got way too many. Hang on, I got a lot of tabs open. For those of you who don't know, I freak out when I have like more than 2 tabs. Look how many tabs I have open on my browser. Like, I'm about to have a panic attack. Let me, I'm actually like getting lost in my tabs. So let me, okay, 4 is, okay. When my tabs are big like that, I feel a little better. All right, so dehumidifier reviews. So let's go ahead and go to that. Look at this. It's not okay. I forgot. So SpyFu recently, they did an update where you cannot click, they cannot show you a page or show you this and then direct link you to that article, which I don't know why. Like they used to not. I'm trying to visit the URL. Yeah, because see, when I click on the link to go there, it's just taking me to bestreviews.com. So we need to find, I just want to find this just for Adam. And then all of you that are watching too. So we need to find dehumidifier reviews, knowing they're spending $32,000 a month over month on dehumidifier reviews. So dehumidifier reviews. We're looking for bestreviews.com. And they're not even in the top search, which is crazy. They're like at the bottom somewhere. So let's get to the bottom. We're looking for best reviews. They're still not there. Let's hit refresh. Trying to find bestreviews.com. Man, this is the beauty of trying to do teaching live. Refresh. Where are you, bestreviews.com? Okay, well they're not live right there. But let's go. I just want to find. This used to be so much easier when I could just click the link within the within SpyFu. Dehumidifier reviews. Here it is. Here's their page. This is it. So Adam, if you are doing, and anybody that are doing list posts talking about the best of, I would in a second, like right now, I don't leave this live stream right now, but like when I'm done, I would in a second, like clone this page, like literally work with a developer or designer and figure out how can you clone this page. So when I say clone, first off, keywords are huge and crucial, and showing when the page is last updated, and seeing that it was updated May of 2020. This is actually like a script people can put in where it looks like their site was updated like that month. They even have it, some people do it where it shows that it was like updated that day, which is kind of absurd, but you get the idea. So it starts off right at the very top, because the whole idea of having an affiliate site that or a affiliate blog that makes money is you want people to click through to go check out that software, right? So with them, they start off at the very top. They just have visuals. It's like, here's the best of the best. Here's the best bang for the buck, and here's 2 others. No one's going to click on these 2 others. You're going to click the best of the best. So you're going to take a look, and it says like bottom line, pros, cons. That's it. Then, so they start off at above the fold. This is all above the fold. Before I start scrolling down, I can click, and it's going to track my affiliate link right away, and then they're going to make money from that. But then when you scroll down, all of this stuff down here is all the stuff for the SEO juice and for the backlinking and all the cross-linking and all that kind of stuff. Like, why buy a dehumidifier? Dehumidifier considerations. And they have graphics, and their graphics are like, they didn't just embed a graphic, they actually made it where it's, you can move your mouse over it. I mean, big deal. You can't click on anything, but it's interactive. It's keeping people on the site. Then you come down further, and dehumidifier tips, dehumidifier prices, frequently asked questions. I would have said dehumidifier FAQ. And then here's the team that worked on the article, and that's it. So you start off, I mean, yeah, you've got your links sprinkled throughout, but you have like right above the fold before people scroll down, this layout right here. So anyway, that blew my mind. So hopefully, Adam, that was a good takeaway for you for being here, because this is what I would do if I was doing, if I was a blogger right now and I was doing top pages and stuff and top this, top that. I would look at what's already working. Now, like I said, there's others out there too. Like Best Reviews is not the only one. Where was the bestreviews.guide? So bestreviews.com, they have a lot of paid keywords. Best Reviews Guide is like right there with them. So what we can do is click on Best Review Guide. They're spending almost $3 million a month. So $3 million a month. So then we can come down and take a look at their top keywords, view their top paid keywords, and we're going to sort by monthly cost. And they're ranking, they're in ad position number 2 for just vacuums. Just vacuums. And their monthly cost, they're spending $21,000 a month to be in the number 2 spot for just vacuums. So that's, I mean, mind-blowing to me. So we're going to jump over to Google and type in, man, that's how bad I am with spelling. I misspelled vacuums. So we're going to do vacuums, and we're trying to find bestreviews.guide. Watch, I'm not going to be able to find them either because we're live. Nope, couldn't. So how about we just go to bestreviews.guide, and then we're going to just type in, nope, I don't want any pop-ups. We're just going to type in vacuums, and we're going to find their vacuum post that they have. So here it is. Show me vacuums. 10 best vacuums as of May 2020. Notice this format, very similar to bestreviews.com. These are not the same companies, by the way. So this one, they same thing. They have top choice, most savings. Whereas if we looked at bestreviews.com, best of the best and best bang for the buck, same concept, but they're doing a vertical format. Bestreviews.com is doing a horizontal format. I kind of like the horizontal format. Depends on if you're optimizing for mobile or not. And then, yeah, and then all they do is they have all their links that you can click. Every one of these links is an affiliate link. But then when you get down to buying guide for best vacuums, that's their content. That's all they got. Buying guide. And it's like, that's it. Whereas best reviews was much more thorough. And if I was going for you, Adam, and anyone else that's more wanting to take what's working from an ad standpoint, what people are spending tens of thousands of dollars a month on for a thing about vacuums, I would take this strategy and this look and layout and feel, and I would make a blog post template if you're using WordPress, and have your developer designer make a blog post template that follows these formats, and make one follow this format, make another one follow this format. So you would have a best reviews clone, bestreviews.com clone. You would have a best reviews guide clone, and then find out which one makes you the more money and gets you the most clicks off site. So that is, yeah, sorry, that was going way out of off topic of something I planned on sharing today, but hopefully that was helpful. I see a lot of people saying yes. I'm just looking at the chat now. A lot of people are saying yes to the podcast. A couple of you said no to the podcast, which is fine. Not everyone likes podcasts, but if you like, Arla says if it's on Spotify, I'm the same way, Arlo. I Spotify all the way for everything. Sue says, I think your live streams really need visuals. If me, like, I don't know if you're joking or not, because I can't tell if there's no emojis after that, but I think I have pretty good visuals because I just go to websites and show you like over the shoulder like what I'm doing, and I don't charge for it. Jamie says, love the format. Oh, because I was asking about the format. Today's session was amazing. Good. David Hung. I haven't seen you on here before. Are you new? And you just come on? Let me know. Janice says, one of the best sessions so far. Love it. And our surprise guest, so awesome. Yeah, that was really cool. And David says, that's hilarious. They're spending $2 million and they're not even ranking. Yeah, that was great. That blew my mind when I was trying to find best reviews in their posts and it wasn't even ranking. Adam said that's a great layout. I mean, yeah, if these sites, I want to show you the other one. We looked at bestreviews.com. We also looked at, what did we look at? Bestreviews.guide. There's another one that's even worse. Like the layout's even worse. It's called EasyVid. EasyVid.com. Check that. This will blow your mind. This looks like it's like Craigslist developed it. EasyVid.com. So they're not spending as much. They're still spending $500,000 a month, but they're ranking for 92,000 keywords and they're getting millions of organic searches. But let's take a look at theirs and see their paid competitors: bestreviews.com, bestreviews.guide. These other ones, Best Advisor, those aren't as exciting. The Best Reviews ones blew my mind. But if we come and look at the top paywords for EasyVid, yeah, they're still spending $500,000, but look at their monthly cost. So they're spending $14,000 a month on electric pressure washers, and they're ranked in the ad position number 2. Electric pressure washers. So let's do the challenge and see if they're here. Electric pressure washer, and we're looking for EasyVid on the ads. Electric pressure washer. Let's do reviews. Come on, EasyVid. They're all failing on showing up live. Okay, so they're not showing up live either. So we're going to go to easyvid.com, and we're going to do, actually it's Wiki. EasyVid Wiki is where they're sending all their traffic to. And then we're going to do electric pressure cookers, pressure washers. Look at this, same thing. So the 10 best electric pressure washers updated. Okay, they have updated theirs June of 2019, so not as good. But look, still same thing. Best high-end, best mid-range, inexpensive. So all of these above the fold, you can click on an item to go somewhere, and then they're going to get credit if you buy. And then it's like number 10 is this, number 9. So they're doing it like a countdown. And what's really cool is they start the bottom of the list at the top. You don't start by saying, if you're doing a layout like this, you don't want to say number 1, number 2, number 3, because no one's going to care about number 7, 8, 9, and 10. So you start at number 10 because it's encouraging people to scroll. Now they also are monetizing with ad blocks, like this whole thing, all this canvas art and all that. That's actually like a Google Ads block. But you scroll down, it's like number 6, and you're scrolling. You're like, what's number 1? What's number 1? What's number 2? What's number 1? Scroll. Number 1. There it is. But you're already 60% of the way down the page now. So they just got a really nice like scroll depth on their stats for Google and for all the other places. And then further down, this is where they just have all the content about pressure washers. Now this is all for the organic SEO stuff. So to rank organically, that's what all of this is for. But everything up here is where they make their money. And if we go take a look again, $14,000 a month on electric pressure washers. So crazy stuff. I see a couple of people saying watch the clock. Yeah, as I actually have to stop this before 2 hours, or else the rest of this gets cut off on the replay. Great session. Why Spotify? Steve says, I'm a visual learner. I prefer visual. Yeah. Yeah, I am too. So cool. Let me see. Okay, Sue's this is the last question then, because since we're cutting things off here, we're getting close to the end. Watch your time. I see a lot of people saying watch your time. So Sue says, I'm trying to understand the best reviews model. When you click on the price, it takes you to Wayfair to buy the product. How do you become affiliate for Wayfair? Is there a central affiliate, central affiliate play? Wayfair, I think, does have an affiliate program. If they don't, then yeah, there's probably Wayfair. Here, let's just type in Wayfair affiliate. And the reason they have the reason they're partnering with Wayfair is probably because they have better payouts than Amazon, because Amazon actually just dropped their commission structure for Amazon Associates, which is affiliates for Amazon, significantly, like really, really bad, to where a lot of people are moving away from Amazon. So you'll find a lot of people that have these top 10 type sites, they're not using Amazon links anymore. They're moving to places like Wayfair. So Wayfair, yeah, they have a partner program. So all you would do is just, if you ever want to find, that's a cool trick. If you want to ever find like an affiliate program for somewhere, you just type in the name affiliate program, and then you'll find it usually. So here it is, like here's their affiliate program. So you can learn more. They have a 7-day referral period, 7% commission. So it might not sound great, but but the fact that bestreviews.com is spending $30,000 a month on dehumidifier reviews, and if they're linking to Wayfair, you better believe they're making more than $30,000 a month, or else they wouldn't be doing it. Especially, you could see the trend line and see that they weren't you can see that they've been doing it month over month over month. So Liz says, Adam, thanks for joining us. Come back any day. Yeah, hopefully, Adam, let me know. Did you enjoy this live stream? Because this was actually a big surprise for you to come on here, and being that you're not familiar with what I do, and probably not if you've never heard of Alphapreneur before, because what I do is pretty new. Let me know what you thought of this live stream. I've been wanting to go live on YouTube since YouTube came out like 14 years ago, but I've always been terrified to go on camera. I've been terrified to talk and do this kind of stuff. So I've just never been on YouTube. So as of about a month ago, I decided, when this whole coronavirus stuff hit, I decided to actually start going live on YouTube. And why not? I have a lot to share, and there's a lot of people like yourself that I like to showcase and then talk about how they got to where they got to, and then kind of break it down. And the reason I do it this way and not do like podcast interviews and stuff like John Lee Dumas and Entrepreneur on Fire and all that is because everyone's doing that stuff. So I figure actually doing visuals, do live streams, break down people on a live stream. I would love to bring people on camera, but I do live streams every day, and I don't want to have a whole team trying to book people and get people on camera and all of that, and then figure out technical stuff. If I just do it solo, I can kind of just wing it and then go with it, and then just look from the outside at companies that are doing really well and see how they're doing. So yeah, let me know definitely what you thought. Adam says, thanks everyone for the awesome comments. Great presentation. And yeah, I appreciate it, Adam. I really, really do. And thank you for being here. And for anybody that is watching this, if you enjoyed today's talk, what I do recommend, or if you can, leave a comment below this video and let me know on YouTube, like what you thought of the whole thing. And then share this video with a friend. A lot of people that were new, before we kick things off today, I asked, if you're new here, let me know. There's a lot of you that are here that are new for the first time. And I asked, how did you find out about it? And you said, because you shared it with a friend. So, or a friend shared it with you. So that is the only way to grow these live streams. I mean, right now we have like 70 people on. I think at the peak we had around 90 something. I want to get to where we have like thousands of people on these live streams every day, but it's going to take me quite a while to get there, especially I'm not running ads for these. It's all just word of mouth to spread the word. So anybody, if you could share this with a friend you think would enjoy today's talk, or Adam, if you want to send out an email and maybe ask or let your list know about this live stream, if you think it'd be helpful to them, please do so. I'd really appreciate it, because again, spreading the word is what would really help grow everything. So I want to thank you all so much for being here. Again, I'm going to be here same time tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central, with another breakdown for another case study, and we'll have a lot of fun. So if you had fun today, we'll have even more fun tomorrow. We just keep having fun every day of the week. And then if you're new, also something to keep in mind is on Friday, I do what's called Free Coaching Friday, and it's just a wide open Q&A. So if you have any questions, or you want me to review anything, you want other people to give you feedback on things, jump in on Friday at 10 a.m. Central, and then we will do a live Q&A. Where that's all it is. And that usually goes on. All these usually go on for about 2 hours every day. So next guest will be Russell Brunson. Arlo says one day. I know he's busy right now, and I don't like to bother people. So yeah, thank you all for being here. Please share it with a friend, leave a comment below, and then I will see you tomorrow.